Hello and welcome to the channel. Be sure to share, like, and comment down below. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button for daily videos on news and politics. GOP lawmakers release blistering video. DNC and deep state hacks lied to the FISA court to spy on Trump campaign. Hashtag lock them up. Now this is devastating. The DNC and the deep state hacks lied to the FISA court to spy on the Trump campaign. Republican lawmakers put together this video that explains how the DNC and deep state crooks lied to the FISA court to spy on the Trump campaign, and how Democrats continue to lie to this day. Hannity says we are seeing just a sliver of the DNC deep state corruption right now. Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy posted this video on Thursday. This needs to go viral.
But you have a right to know what happened with this FISA process and whether reforms are warranted.
The American citizens that are represented before this court have to be protected, and the only place that can protect them is the U.S. Congress.
It has been the talk of Washington for weeks, and today Republicans released a memo.
The memo reveals partisan bias at the Justice Department.
Grassley and Graham confirmed the information and went farther, revealing that information was passed from British spy Christopher Steele through an intermediary close to the Clintons and then to the State Department.
The Republican memo fairly raises questions about why certain facts were never disclosed to the FISA court.
Political dirt was used by the FBI, and they knew it was political dirt, to open a counterintelligence investigation into the other campaign.
This dossier was paid for by the Democrat National Committee and Hillary Clinton. They hired a political opposition research firm who hired Christopher Steele, who wrote it. See how easy and straightforward that is? It tells you the source with clarity and specificity. Now contrast that with the way it was presented to the court. For reasons the Democrats can never explain, the FISA application went to great lengths to avoid identifying a material point about the financial source behind the dossier.
Neither the initial FISA application in October 2016 nor any of the renewals disclose or reference the role of the DNC, Clinton campaign, or any party campaign in funding Steele's efforts.
The Democrats claimed Chris Steele was a reliable source, but he wound up being dismissed as a source by the FBI for two different reasons. And in addition to that, Steele's reliability isn't the seminal issue. He didn't know the facts firsthand. He repeated what sources in Russia were telling him. So for that matter, a parrot could have been the source. If all you're going to do is repeat back what nameless, faceless people in another country are telling you, your experience and expertise aren't nearly as important as the reliability of the people you're listening to.
The DOJ and FBI had 4 opportunities to disclose these facts in the original FISA application and in each of the 3 subsequent renewal applications over nearly a year-long period, but never did. Now the Democrats on the Intelligence Committee, who opposed the release of our Republican memo, have since prepared their own counter memo.
Every single Republican on the House Intelligence Committee voted to release the Democrat memo. Every single one. On the other hand, not a single solitary Democrat voted to release the Republican memo. Not a single one. The lead Democrat most responsible for the drafting of the Democrat memo is Representative Adam Schiff. Representative Schiff didn't have much interest in finding out how much of the dossier was used, whether it was vetted before it was used, whether it was vetted, for that matter, after it was used, or who paid for it. Keep in mind, they went to court to keep you from finding out who paid for the dossier.
The American people will learn that the Democrats' memo attacks Republicans for questioning the integrity of DOJ lawyers like Bruce Ohr and FBI agents like Peter Strzok, who have been either demoted or removed. The Democrats' memo also defends the integrity of Christopher Steele as a reliable and credible source, even though the FBI and Department of Justice terminated him.
In September 2016, Christopher Steele admitted to Justice Department official Bruce Ohr his feelings against then-candidate Trump when Steele said he, quote, was desperate that Donald Trump not get elected and was passionate about him not being president.
After all, we only have a FISA because you consented to it. And with that consent comes the obligation of those entrusted with power to exercise that power judiciously and to answer legitimate questions when you have them. And asking questions of those in positions of power used to be something we could all agree on.
Be sure to share, like, subscribe, and comment down below and tell me how you feel about this report. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. Let's make America great again. Peace.